everyone, and welcome back to Stanford Women in Medicine's webinar series. Today, we'll be talking about well-being among Stanford students, particularly women interested in medicine and healthcare. Stanford and many other academic institutions is filled with talented, motivated, and ambitious people. Many students arrive after years of academic success, leadership, and dedication to service. These qualities are often what draw students towards medicine in the first place. At the same time, the environment that fosters excellence can also create significant challenges. Students frequently experience pressure to perform, uncertainty about their future, and the feeling that they constantly need to achieve more. In this webinar, I'll discuss some of the most common struggles students face, the early signs of burnout, challenges surrounding well-being and identity, barriers to seeking support, and resources available at Stanford. One of the most common challenges students face is perfectionism. Perfectionism is often misunderstood as simply working hard or having high standards. In reality, it involves tying self-worth to performance. Success becomes expected while mistakes feel unacceptable. At Stanford, many students who are among the top performers in their previous schools suddenly find themselves surrounded by equally accomplished peers. As a result, students may begin comparing themselves constantly, focusing on what they have not accomplished rather than recognizing their own growth and achievements. Another common experience is imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome is the persistent feeling that one's accomplishments are undeserved and that eventually others will discover that one does not truly belong. Ironically, imposter syndrome often affects highly successful individuals. Students may receive excellent grades, conduct meaningful research, and contribute to their communities while still feeling inadequate because they compare their internal doubts to everyone else's outward confidence. For students pursuing medicine, these experiences can be especially intense. The path towards medicine often feels uncertain and competitive, with pressure coming from academics, research, extracurricular activities, volunteering, clinical experiences, and future applications. Over time, students can begin to feel that there's always more that they should be doing. Burnout rarely happens at once. Many people imagine burnout as a sudden collapse after a particularly stressful week. In reality, burnout is usually gradual. The earliest warning signs are often easy to dismiss. Students may feel constantly tired despite getting adequate sleep. Activities that once feel enjoyable may begin to feel like obligations. Concentration becomes more difficult. Small setbacks feel disproportionately upsetting. And motivation decreases even as workload increases. Another common sign is emotional detachment. Students sometimes report feeling numb rather than overwhelmed. They continue completing assignments and attending meetings, but they no longer feel connected to the work that once excited them. Because Stanford students are often highly resilient, they may continue functioning effectively for a long time while experiencing significant stress. This can make it difficult to recognize that burnout is developing. But burnout is not a sign of weakness. It is often the result of prolonged stress without sufficient recovery. Alongside academic pressure, many women interested in medicine experience challenges related to belonging. Even as representation continues to improve, women may still encounter environments where they feel pressured to constantly improve themselves. They may question whether they are qualified enough, capable enough, or accomplished enough, despite substantial evidence to the contrary. Many students also feel caught between competing expectations. They want to excel academically, contribute to their communities, develop meaningful relationships, pursue leadership opportunities, and maintain their well-being. Trying to excel in every area simultaneously can create a constant sense of falling short. Students from underrepresented backgrounds, first-generation college students, international students, and students navigating multiple identities may face additional challenges related to visibility, representation, and inclusion. One important reality is that uncertainty about belonging is far more common than it appears. Many students who seem confident and successful privately experience the same doubts. One of the most surprising aspects of student well-being is that many students who would benefit from support never access it. There are several reasons for this. Some students believe that their struggles are not serious enough. Others assume that they should be able to handle challenges independently. Many feel they simply do not have enough time. There is also a tendency among high-achieving students to view support as something reserved for moments of crisis. In reality, well-being resources are most often effective when used before challenges become overwhelming. Seeking support is not a sign that something is wrong. It is a proactive investment in long-term health, resilience, and success. Fortunately for us, Stanford offers a variety of resources designed to support student well-being. Counseling and Psychological Services, or CAPS, provides mental health counseling, crisis support, workshops, and referrals. Stanford Wellbeing offers coaching, educational programs, and resources focused on building healthy habits and resilience. You can visit their website at wellbeing.stanford.edu to schedule coaching sessions with many different coaches, or even just a short 15-minute well-being wayfinding meeting to explore your options for maintaining a healthy and enjoyable lifestyle at Stanford. Baden Health Services also provides both physical and mental health care for students. Stanford also hosts mindfulness programs, wellness workshops, peer support opportunities, and de-stress events throughout the academic year. Stanford Women in Medicine will be having many well-being events throughout the year, so make sure to keep your eye out on those and come hang out to get advice or just meet new people. These resources exist because well-being is an essential part of student success, not just an optional extra. One of the biggest misconceptions about success in medicine is that it requires constant sacrifice. The reality is that sustainable success depends on recovery, relationships, and self-care just as much as hard work. The habits that support long-term well-being are often remarkably simple, such as adequate sleep, meaningful social connection, regular movement, time for reflection, and asking for help when you need it. None of these habits are a sign of weakness. They are investments in the ability to continue learning, serving others, and making an impact over the course of a lifetime. The most important message I want to leave you with is this. Your value is not determined by a grade, a research position, a publication, or an acceptance letter. You don't need to earn your rest. You also don't need to wait until you're struggling significantly before seeking support. Stanford is here for you. And you don't need to be perfect to belong here. Stanford students are capable of extraordinary things, but sustainable success requires more than just achievement alone. It requires caring for yourself with the same compassion and attention that you would offer to others. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.